Hello everyone, Kiwi here and welcome back. Let me ask you this before we start. Farming in Minecraft, isn't it tedious? Especially on the early game, when you could have done any other thing, like maybe, mining? I personally don't like waiting for them to grow, especially if the world lets you automate them without even doing any of the work. Now, today, we have finished the facade or the front side of our crop garden with a kitchen. If you don't remember, it was in the place where we were hoping to have built in the large hole in the wall that had nothing in it but just a huge squared out wall, and now we have a place for our crops. Well, for our agenda for today, that we will be addressing that. We will be showing you how we built our really simple automated harvesters that can be done really early on this stone block tree world. Let us now go and do some building. Hello everyone, and we are back from our time lapse in building our greenhouse. As you can see, it is not much. Sorry, the time lapse isn't a third person view to look at the changes and where I have been going back and forth from my house gathering the most needed materials that I lack thereof. It's just a facade since we only have holes in the wall and I have no way of mining so much area in such a short amount of time. But I still plan on finishing the sides. I added paths here so it would look much more natural and making it looks like that someone is actually living in this world of rock or stone. I wanted to add paths here. I want to push this whole area back. I want to have a much more ground to cover from here. I wanted to build a village, a mystical village. I wanted to add stairs going up here so that we can design the side of our greenhouse. I added a hot spring here for much more diversity and dynamic kind of design with the water wheel here moving and puffs of smoke every so often gives the whole area making it more alive. Okay, we are back. It took some time to gather the necessary resources and how the machine will actually play out. Since I still haven't prioritized on any sort of advanced resource gathering, I only have a few. Also, the speed controller in Create, the one that makes things easier for me to control the RPM of these cogwheels, is such a process. I was trying to avoid it by looking at other means or ways to make the cogs move faster, but yeah, I surrendered and tried to make that instead. Now we have gathered all of our components that we will be using in building this farming machine. I have segregated them in these chests per parts, one for the harvester itself and one for the engine and the other one for the timers, which will be placed at the back. Now let's get started. Let's just gather up all our materials over here. Okay, make sure you have glue by the way. Going to need that. Okay, let's place this one. And, okay. Now first things first, let's place the chassis here and another one on top. Place the harvester on front and we gotta place another harvester at the back. There we go. This ensures that once it goes forward and when it goes backward, it can also still harvest items. Next, place the chest. By the way, I already made glue. I already glued this one. So anything you stick on it will instantly be glued. Then put the portable storage interface. This is going to help in interacting or depositing anything harvested that goes into the chest be automatically dumped into somewhere else. Next, we're going to add the gantry shaft on top. This the rail line for the gantry carriage. Just 15. Then we add the gantry carriage up top. It's already done. Now on to place the other one on the right side. And there you have it. We also have the second unit of our harvester. Now the next thing on our list is to do the engine. It will be powered by windmill, bearing. It's not that hard, and let's do this. We just add the gear shift. The gear shift is responsible to bring our harvester back and forth. This controls the clockwise and counterclockwise of our device. Let's just take everything, then let's do this again. Put the rotational speed controller here, almost aligned on before the gear shift. Let's add the large cog, then the bearing down at the back. Okay, let's try to make sure it's connected. This here, the cog here, and then gearbox aligned to the speed controller and aligned to this cog. Yep, correct. Put two cog wheels. You can also use the different way. You can use a belt here if you want. There. Then align it with this one. Cog. And then we're gonna place that. We'll go the shaft. Connect it using the shaft. Then we place the sails. This will be so slow if we don't place the sails. And there you have it. This is a working module. As you can see, it's still slow. You can add it by just moving our mouse wheel. There you go. You can stop this, but I need it to go back, so let's just use a lever for now. Next is we are going to do just that. Putting redstone signals with a T flip-flop. So it will stuck in place and not keep on changing every single time. Since our timers here from RF tools moves by pulses, but it can be timed by ticks. Let's put that redstone link. It's a redstone wireless system. Then let's place our T flip-flop. How do we do this? Up one here, then redstone hopper, then comparator, then the link. There you go. The flip-flop and the link. Then timer here. Let's do the timer later so we can place them at the same time. Dropper, dropper, hopper, comparator, and then timer. Redstone, timer, and then timer. Oops. Timer, timer. Okay, you gotta put something inside, of course, or else it won't actually work. But for now, let's try to finish the links first. Have all the links. Why do I have an extra two? Yeah, we have all the links. Just place this here. Then let's put the portable storage interface. And it will go right on this side. You gotta put a place in between them so it won't crash. Or like, so it will actually link because this part extends. It's like a tube. There you go. Easy peasy as that. Now, since this is the one that we need to add one, Let's add maybe this one's the glowberries. This one glowberries and this one is cobblestone bricks. Frequency 1, frequency 1. Then now you need to turn this into receivers. Like that. The one with the dish on it will be receivers. Then on this side, you need this to be activated so it will go right forward at the beginning. Let's just add one here. And this should be activated. Yeah? Yeah. Then this one at below. These are already set by 1360. I think this is a few minutes, so maybe at that time the crops could have grown and they can be harvested. Now then let's try this out. This will actually go forward. Yep. What happened? Why did it go? Hmm. Why did the other one go? You're set. Go back. This chicken is a menace. Anyway, as you can see, it is now a working harvester. So for now, we have finished our greenhouse finally. Now to work on the interiors. So, yep, behind me has a finished design for the interior of our greenhouse. I've finished the ground floor and the second floor, which we will be having a tour next time. And as you have guessed, this is the end of our session. By the way, this is just a little bit of a sneak peek on the second floor of our greenhouse. So, if you have any more thoughts and concerns, you can comment down below so that I could learn a thing or two. Though I still hope I help you a little in this simple machine that we have made. Thank you again, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.